Hi guys, 안녕. Welcome back to Casey on Wheels. For those of you who don't know, I am a newbie renter or a renter to be. My name is Casey, and last week I declared on YouTube that I am going to start renting on my NSX. For those of you who have seen my previous episode, thanks a lot for watching. Last week, I turned on the ignition to my NSX for the first time in a very long time. I attempted to get a footage of me driving while I tell you a little bit about what my car feels like, which didn't go too well. So, again, whoops. So I guess the first thing I need to get is a better camera and a better camera mount because this isn't gonna work. And I ended up buying a GoPro. This is my new to me used GoPro Hero 6 with a car mount or a suction cup. I ended the video by saying that I'm going to be making a list of the things that I want worked on my car. And over the last couple of days, I made that list. And today, I'm gonna go over that list and show you why I want these to be fixed or why I want these to be returned to stock. So here are some of the things that I want to get done on my car. These are in no specific order. They're somewhat in a order that I think would be easier to be worked on. So here we go. So I want to replace all the fluids in the car, including bleeding the clutch and the brakes. I think what happened is that I had the car sitting for so long that when I turned on the car for the very first time in a long time, it felt that the transmission was kind of acting a little weird. So I think these issues are probably all related somehow, but the idle is somewhat unstable. It's okay now, but if I rev it and if the rev comes down, it barely catches at the idle RPM, and it would drop down to somewhere below, and it would stutter a little bit, and then it would sometimes come back to life, or sometimes it'll just stall. So that is an issue. I think it's related to my transmission or clutch. So again, I don't know what the issue is, but my first gear doesn't feel like it used to, and also my clutch doesn't feel like it used to. My clutch wouldn't step in all the way. I mean, it does step in all the way, but it feels like it engages differently than before. It feels like I'm only, like physically my foot is going in all the way, but it feels like the clutch is only engaging half. And as a result of that, when I put it my gear, in first gear, it feels less smooth. It feels like a little clunky. So I think there's definitely something wrong with that, and that's one of the major things that I want to be fixed on my car. My sound system, my audio system, it looks okay, I guess. It worked when I took this car on a test drive. It worked when I drove it the day I signed the deal, the day I paid for it and I bought it. On my first drive, it stopped working, and I don't know why. No one's been able to figure out I haven't taken it to like a proper shop or anything, but people haven't been able to figure out what's wrong with it. So I want this to be fixed, or I want this to go back to stock. I've even tried to put a little Bluetooth receiver but that's also not working as well. And also I have a rear view camera that also used to work as well, which doesn't now. This is somewhat minor. This shift knob is from a S2000. I thought it would fit, but there's a little gap here, and that's getting on my nerves. So I should either go to a NSX R type or back to stock. But I kind of like this mesh, so I think I should get the R. This is the issue with a lot of the NSX. The window goes up. It's not that bad. It's very slow though. This is actually a lot better than my 91 NSX that I had, but it's definitely slower than my the driver side. And I want that fixed too. So light bulbs. So my previous owner, the previous owner of this car, had some work done to the lights. Probably can't see it from here. So it's very blue. It's actually bluer on the screen than it actually is, but still it is a bit too bluish. I think it's xenon, or I don't know what it is, but this actually doesn't pass the Korean biannual inspection that I have to do. So I want to put this back to stock. And coming back here, I don't know if you can really tell a difference. It's really dark here, so you probably can't tell, but the rear skirt, it is an aftermarket part. It's not stock, and you can see because this part is not the same color as the body. So I want either this piece to go back to the original stock, or at least have it look like the original stock. So basically have this part painted yellow. There was a camera here. I don't know. Oh, there it is. See it? So that's the rear view camera. And again, I don't think you can see from here. This body part is slightly different color than the rest of the car. So if you come to the driver's side, it does have this color code. And by that, it is spa yellow. And I am having doubts that this is spa yellow. This can be maybe repainted as Phoenix yellow. I don't know. But all I know is that they tried to match that part with the rest of the car. And I'm thinking that they tried that by looking at that color code, but it ended up looking different. So you can't really see it, but if it's really bright out, if I go outside, you can tell the difference, and it's a bit annoying. So I want that fixed as well. I don't know what these exhausts are, and I don't like the sound too much. So I want to get either Pride, what is it, GT9 or something like that, or the GT1 F1 exhaust system. And I know the car has been lowered. I don't know what the suspensions are. It's actually a bit embarrassing. I should know a bit more about my car, especially a car like this. It is embarrassing that I don't know anything about it. I used to have more interest for my 91, or back when I was younger. But that's what happens if you get old. And we have aftermarket wheels as well, the previous owner again. These are 18 by 19s, and they're a little too big for this car, I think. I want to go to 17 by 18s, which is the setup that I initially had when I first got my 91 NSX. On that car, I actually upgraded it to 18 by 19, and on the day I changed my wheels, I felt so much different. The car felt so much heavier. It felt a lot more dull. So I don't like that feel, and I think I want to go back to 17 18s in the back. This color, the spa yellow and tan or beige interior, this is a very, very, very rare combination. I think only maybe like 6 exists in the whole world in 1998. And this the previous owner, they ended up doing this a two-tone interior, black and beige. So I want that back to stock again, or what I really want is yellow and yellow, bright yellow interior. And I don't know why I'm pointing here if you can't really see anything, but spark plugs. I don't know if the current spark plugs are okay or if they're not, but it's, you know, I just want to change it. Now if we open this up, oh, it works now. Sometimes these don't work. They're not strong enough to support the weight of the glass, so it falls down sometimes, but I guess it's working now. So I didn't even know this before, but while filming this, I realized that there is a gap here. And some cracks here as well. I actually knew about this, I just totally forgot about it. But these gaps, I don't think these were here before. I think I can probably work on that as well. So those are some of the things that I could think of over the last couple of days, but while filming this video and editing this video, I could think of a lot more things that I could potentially work on. And this time it was a very brief overview of the things that I don't like about the car, some of the issues. But later on, when I do make videos for each of these issues, I'll actually spend a lot more time on each of them and show you the issues in a lot more detail. One thing is that I do realize that my NSX memory is very rusty. I haven't been on NSX Prime, or I haven't Googled NSX in like 10 years or so. So I don't remember any of the names of the parts or the names of the aftermarket brands and whatnot. So bear with me if I sound like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But that's because I actually don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I promise that they'll come back and I'll get better. But the one thing that I really do want to work on is the clutch not engaging properly and the gear shifts being grindy. But that's probably way above my pay grade, but it really ruins the driving experience whenever I do drive, because I know what NSX is supposed to feel like, but I'm not getting that feeling. So it's really a bummer. So I don't think I can work on that right away, but I'll try to tackle that after I get a bit used to getting my hands dirty. But if any of you guys have an idea of what the issue is, please do comment. I did have people suggest that it could be an issue with the master clutch cylinder. I don't even know what that is, but at least I do have one lead to look at. So do let me know. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the video right about here. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like what you see, or if you think you're gonna like what you're going to see, please do hit that like button, subscribe, or leave any comments on anything you want me to try to do on the car. And until next time, 안녕!